Al, it was a cracking game in awful conditions, but it seemed that you got a team that coped with the conditions better.
I was really pleased with them. Pleased with the first half. Didn't have a lot to say at half time, apart from
Fouls.
lost counter set plays, and the second ball that we failed to win. But I think because of that, the reason for that was we were too spread out. The back was sitting back and the front lads were up top, and the dimensions of the three units were miles apart. But they addressed it in the second half, and we got a large percentage of second balls. And basically, we don't give them half a dozen bullet points. We go through a lot of stuff in a week, and then we nail a little, what I'm terming as detail work. And if they come up with most of the detail work, we'll get a result.
You certainly got the result today. Are you surprised at the gap between yourselves and Telford today in terms of the scoreline? I mean, it probably should have been 4-1, but 4-2 is a terrific score. A side that nobody's done that to them this season.
Oh, well, I said before that, I said last week and this week as well, we've got a side with a lot of potential and a lot of promise. And all we need to do is to tidy the little bits up. They must be bored rigid with me saying the same things. But when we tidy them up, we'll be a better team. And we have got some good players. And we can attack with I've lost count of number of goals we've scored in. Four here, 4 at Barrow, 4 at, was it Gloucester, Gainsborough, whatever it was. Can't remember now.
Worcester, I think. 4-0,
Worcester, Worcester as well, yeah. So, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the performance today. I wasn't happy last week. In fact, I was far from happy. But today, every credit to the lads. They worked hard.
Both your centre halves scored today. I know that their main job is to keep the goals out at the other end, which they did really well, I thought, today. But James Tunnicliffe, I mean, that was some header for his goal. Is that a training ground routine, that one?
No, not really. I think Tunny's he's had a couple of chances this season, but I was right behind the line of the ball there, and he knew what he was doing, and he meant it, and the power behind it. He met it well. His timing of his run was a great finish.
And of course, your two strikers scored as well, which is always important. And I watched your celebration for Christian Dennis's goal. He sprinted halfway down the touchline, I think. And what does that tell you about? I mean, obviously you're delighted for him to score, but strikers need goals, don't they?
Well, that tells me that, knowing Christian like I do, and the bit of the hard time he's had, the floodgates will open now for him, because I think he just needed that. I said a few weeks ago when Reece got his first, and now Reece looks like scoring all the time, and I'm sure Christian will do the same.
The big decision today, well, not a decision, it's forced upon you, was the goalkeeper. Ryan Jones came in, 13 minutes in, at the Cheadle end, saves a penalty. And what an unbelievable start for him.
Don't get much better than that, does it? I'm pleased with him. He's wrecked in there at the moment. His calves are in bits. But to be fair, he's come in at short notice. He hasn't had any match time whatsoever. He's been here for 10 or 11 games. Been an absolute model in the dressing room. No fuss. He knows his chance was going to come sometime, and he's given a really good account of himself today.
I mean, it wasn't just the penalty save, was it? I mean, he's done well and made a couple of important saves today, and took some crosses as well. Yeah,
he did his job. Came for crosses. I liked the fact they had a verbal presence, which we've probably missed in the last few weeks, from not just in the keeper area, from a lot of areas. But I think a lot of things today sort of come together. And it was nice to give an attacking performance. I'm still conscious of the fact that people think, he comes in and shuts the door, but I don't. We've got players that can play forward, and I encourage them to go forward.
One of the things that seemed to really go in your favour today was the support. I don't know if it's just me, whether it's the wind swirling round or what, but the noise today inside Edgeley Park at times. I mean, the 3,000 sounded like 30,000 at times, and they really got behind you today.
They're phenomenal. That's the only word I can describe here, because through thick and thin, they're here, and it's usually the same amount of numbers. You can more or less state what the crowd's going to be, and they're here week in, week out. We've served them up a couple of duff performances lately, not so much in performance, but in the end result. But today, I'm happy to say that I think they got a good reward, and hopefully they'll sink a few beers tonight and enjoy it.
It was the quality of the football at times as well that was enjoyable today. It was so easy on the eye, wasn't it?
Yeah, we played good stuff. I think I don't know. People might underestimate us. I really think we've got a team here. I think we need a little bit of consistency. I think it's important that the club stays consistent as well. We're just getting our base now, and people are understanding the roles and responsibilities in the team. And I'm looking forward to some more performances like that.
Well, it could come at Oxford City. I know you won't get too carried away, but given that they're second bottom at start of play today, it's an opportunity for you. But as you say, you've just got to try and manage expectations, have you?
It's crossing the white line. Every game's a different game. We look to plan and prepare in the right way, and we're doing the same this week, irrespective of their league position. I think we played Gainsborough and they were down on the bums, and they've turned it round. So, I'm not taking anything for granted. We're coming in off a good win and some decent performances, irrespective of a couple of not so good results. But today, I think we deserved what we got, and we played a very good team, a team that's you can see why they win, why they win a large percentage of the games. They're organised, they're tough, compromising, and in set plays you're always under pressure, but we cope with it.
And you're back in the top half of the table now. How important is that to you? Very
important. It's a psychological thing. Psychological for everybody at the club, the fans, the players, me. It's nice to cross that line where you think you're in the top half, because that has a mental effect, with everybody. And if we can go to Oxford next week in that position, we'll be looking confident to do a job there.
Great win, great performance. Well done today.
Thank you.